Super excited today to be checking out Jumplight Odyssey. This is the early access build. I'm sorry to flex some streamer privilege on you. It does not become available until, I believe, the 21st. Is that correct? I know the developers are in chat right now. Thank you to League of Geeks for the sponsorship. What is it? It's a spaceship adventure sim, which is like a colony sim, prison architect, oxygen not included. Dare I say, I don't want to say factorial because I think that conjures more of like an industrial sort of like vibe to it, but we'll see as we play a little bit here, where you are managing a spaceship in what I would call the aesthetics of a golden era science fiction property, an anime from the 60s or 70s, maybe first generation Star Trek. Before I get any further, exclamation point Jumplight, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can scroll down and see the link in the video description below. Check it out for yourself. You can pick it up if it's out in early access by the time you're watching this, or you can add it to your wish list, which the developers would also be super stoked about, I'm sure. So the way I understand this, sure, you're managing resources, you're managing objectives and stuff like that, but at the same time, you're also managing the relationships between your crewmates, which are things that are a little bit more out of your control because, as Michael Jackson said, why? Tell them that it's human nature. Okay, start up a new game here. Select your Odyssey, create your own Odyssey or Euphoria's Odyssey. Let's do Euphoria's Odyssey, which gives us a tutorial. Now, this is what separates me from the other streamers. Other streamers will say, I don't need a tutorial. I've played games before, and they'll skip and don't show this again. I am an enlightened streamer. I will play the tutorial and then simply only half read all of the prompts, which I know must be frustrating. So I'd like to apologize for that, especially as you are watching right now. I will play through the tutorial, read verbatim the first 3 text boxes that pop up, and spend the rest of the time going, yeah, I get it. And then, like, when I first play, like, my own with no hand-holding, I'll be like, how do I build a hallway? Jump complete, Captain. Analysis incoming. Sensors indicate the Zootopan Armada isn't far behind us. But wait, Pleiades, it's... Take them to the bridge. Pleiades is lost, but we're still here. Officers to the bridge. Status report. The bridge is the command center of your starship. Use your camera to survey it. You can use WASD, you can use Q and E, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, okay? SDF Catalina reports damage ship-wide. I don't know where to start. Easy now, officer. Let's just take it deck by deck. Me, when I'm looking at all of the opponents who will defeat me in Friday Night Magic. Hey, Max, you all right, buddy? Some of you are not going to make it. By the end of the tutorial, some of you will just be legs, okay? Your starship is comprised of multiple decks. Use up or control scroll to move to a higher deck, and down or control scroll to go to a lower deck. Promenade reports minimal damage to guest and crew quarters. Response teams are putting out that fire as we speak. Okay, we have visited the Promenade. Look at that. We got some fires out here. I don't know if I describe that as minimal damage, but I'm talking from the perspective of like a, a domestic house situation instead of a spaceship that's just been involved in a battle, I suppose. This would be the quarter deck right here. Manufacturing and medbay are in bad shape. I would say that's true. Starians kind of leak in here in zero gravity. Turret control remains online. Take me to the flight deck. Less than half our shuttles and starfighters are accounted for. Flight controls operational and ready to receive upgrades. Lower deck. On the reality shows, this is where the crewmates get up to all those shenanigans, right? Below deck. Lower deck was scheduled for retrofit, but Zootopan lasers got there first. Nothing left but turret control. Hope you like redecorating, Captain. And then engine room. Engine room reports the Jumplight core is stable with all Jumplight reactors, regulators intact. I hardly need to remind you, if we lose those, we lose everything. Okay, I understand. I understand the gist of it, at least. I mean, I haven't spent 4 years at engineering school. Give me a second to think. Of course, Princess. I mean, Captain. That's Captain Princess to you. Space can pause time. Injuries reported ship-wide, Captain. When a crew member's health drops too low, they become wounded. Well, the big ups to Max. The top 10 glow-ups in video game history. Wounded crew lose morale and movement speed. Search your ship for wounded crew highlighted in yellow and select them for more information. Bow. Hang on, maybe I should place my camera over here for now? Bow. Supply Officer Bow. How's he doing on vitals? He is wounded. Greatly suffered movement speed due to low health. Days since a severe injury, 0. I have individual reports for your inspection. Okay. I'll file all crew reports on the manifest. The manifest catalogs your entire crew. When a character is selected, click the manifest to access it. Holy cow, this is... I'm not sure I'm ready to be responsible for this many people simultaneously. Look at this. I mean, we're in great shape. It seems like, honestly, everybody in the executive class is kind of chilling right now, but down in the lower decks, I'm not so sure. There's a lot of people who are looking like, what have I done? Recommend we lower the ship's alert level, Captain. We have a small lead on the Zootopan Armada. Let's give our people a chance to breathe. Alert levels determine the operational protocol of your starship. Use alert levels to influence the behavior ship-wide. So a high alert level causes our crewmates to become stressed. I understand. Click on the current alert level to change it. Red alert. Let's go down to a POV. You are in high school in the year 2003. Take me down to a threat level yellow for today. And everybody can relax just a little bit. Oh, sorry, enter green. My mistake, my mistake. All clear. We're in all clear right now. And unpause.
Alert condition green. All clear.
So if you're unpaused and you're on green, wounded crew will automatically go to the med bay to heal. Understandable. It's good that... It's what I like about a colony sim versus like a strategy game. The crew manage themselves, you know? Like when you have a Rimworld colony, you don't have to... Well, some of the time you do have to be like, hey, you... please go chop wood right now because I need 8 wood to build like a statue so that my colony member doesn't go insane. But I'm not into that level of micromanagement, so I kind of appreciate giving my units their own level of autonomy based on priorities that we can set in a different menu. Okay. We're in the Med Light District. Won't do them much good. The med bay's offline. We need to get it back on the power grid. Use build mode to plan your construction. Click mode to enter build mode. In build mode, you can create new rooms and edit existing rooms. Select an existing room to edit it. Select your med bay. Okay, my medical bay, that would be this right here. It requires a new power switch in order to connect to the grid. Click Add New Object to browse the objects, and a power switch must be placed on a wall and cannot be placed on a structural pillar. I know how to do stuff like this. I'm pretty handy. My wife and I unhooked a propane tank from our barbecue last night and then hooked it up to the gas outlet that comes out of the side of our house instead. And then we cooked, and it worked. Now, the gas did seem to be coming out kind of slow, but we didn't explode, so I'm going to take that as a positive. Okay. Connect. I'm connecting you. It must be placed upon a wall. I've added a power switch to my medical bay. Couldn't have picked a better spot myself. We await your confirmation, Captain. That's just lip service, but I appreciate it. A build plan must be confirmed. I will hold and confirm. Go to the build site. That's right there. POV, you were trying to get plans approved to put in a planter in your front yard in the city of Vancouver. First, you need a city inspector to come by and do a survey to make sure you're not accidentally going to blow up the gas line or the water main or something like that. That'll cost you $80 right there. Then you need a contractor to come over and tell you that you can't use this kind of wood for it. This kind of wood has been chemically treated. That could leach into the soil and make the mosquitoes go all ornery and stuff like that. That'll give you, that's another $200 right there. And then you got to go to Home Depot. You buy 4 planks of wood. That's 75 cents. And then you're off to the races. Holy, dude, I'm learning so much. Propane burns hotter than natural gas. So if you switched from propane to natural gas, that would explain why it wasn't burning so hot. You just troubleshooted the whole problem for us. I mean, now all I got to do is get a propane line that comes out of my house. Sorry, okay. Use left click to select your power switch for further information. Orders received, hauling metal and plastic across the ship at the double. We could use some extra suppliers, Captain. This stuff is heavy. Each crew member belongs to a division. The supply division performs shipwide hauling. Transferring more characters into the supply division will result in resources moving between rooms more efficiently. Select a marine scientist or engineer, navigate to their actions tab, and then select transfer to reassign them to the hauling district. Okay, you are what? An engineer? You are a marine. Okay, Aira, sorry to tell you this. I'm going to select the actions tab. Actions are these. And then I am going to transfer to the supply district. Look at that. I won't let you down, Captain. Literally, you're just moving boxes. But then again, considering the problems that we have with that moving company, I guess it's not as easy as it may seem. Resources delivered. Over to you, engineers. After resources have been hauled to a build site, construction is performed by engineers. Tarps will raise to indicate when an engineer can perform their work. Select your power switch. This stuff will all be automated once you get it going. I just need to learn how to do it first. Not automated, but you don't have to micromanage every single step, I'm sure. Our engineers can only get to work once resources have been delivered. It's always kicking the can down the road, right? It's always someone else's problem. Here they go. Well, you're just having conversation. Look, leisure time is important, especially when you've like just been attacked by the Zootopan army. But at the same time, like, can you? I guess you are also entering an area with zero gravity, so you gotta. You know what? Just take your time. I'm not going to be the manager who's telling you to speed up. I'm not doing the hard work. Captain, Medbay reports they're running low on Metagel. Yeah, it's also covered in scrap metal. Are our scientists working the Metagel centrifuges? Scientists need biomass to synthesize Metagel, but supplies are dwindling. We should secure a steady supply of biomass by building a greenhouse. Okay. To build a new room, enter build mode. You have selected power drive. Hang on. Close this. Enter build mode. Click create new room. Then select greenhouse. Once selected, hold left click where you wish to place your new room and move your mouse to draw its dimensions. Okay. I want to not screw up my hallways. I think we should build a greenhouse right here. Now, is a 4-tile greenhouse large enough? I have no idea, because I'm not a biologist. Although that one I do have a 4-year degree in. You're going to want a lot more room than that? Okay. For now, I could always make another right next to it, right? All rooms require power switches in order to access the power grid. I can do that. I could do that. We'll place it right here. We should add an oxygen generator. Bro, that's what the trees are for. The crew will appreciate being able to breathe air. Rooms must be equipped with a source of oxygen to maintain breathable conditions. Oxygen generators draw power and water to generate oxygen. Click Add New Object. Click on the oxygen generator. All right, look, you're probably right. This is probably not big enough, but for the tutorial, at least it'll allow us to get through this, and then maybe we can build the greenhouse here instead. Now let's plant an algae crop. Crops can be grown. Each crop has different characteristics. Use Add New Object. Place an algae crop. I can't place it here. I see the error of my ways now. Well, I basically could not have constructed like a less efficient setup for a greenhouse, but a build plan must be confirmed. I would like to confirm my build plan, please. Deconstruct room, adjust room size. You know what I'm going to do? Deconstruct room. Forget this one. I would like to delete this room. Now, instead, on the advice of the developers, I'm gonna add a new object. I'm gonna create a new room. Sorry, take me back. What have I done? I've made a mistake. Close this. Create new room. Greenhouse. Put it up here. Now I remember the steps. You might think I don't remember the steps. I remember the steps. We confirm. We add a power box. We add an oxygen generator. Just put that bad boy right there. We follow that up by adding some algal blooms. Now how's that for efficiency? Now this might be a little bit too much for now, but we can always expand into it later. We already got a door. Okay, and then we must confirm our build plan. To confirm our build plan, I would hold this button down right here. Look, I figured it. I told you. I got it all figured out. Build plan has been confirmed, and now speed up time. The tutorial is one of the only times in history you can speed up time without worrying about the knock-on effects of all of your actions. Like everybody's gonna, oh, but to do this, they're gonna need food. But to get food, they're gonna need to work on this, which means they're not gonna be hauling. Oh, but after they have food, they get diarrhea, which means they need to go to the bathroom. When they go to the bathroom, it creates gray water, and the gray water needs to get dumped, so you get the idea. Okay? The Zootopan Armada will soon come for us, Captain. We must jump again before we are caught. Bring up our star map. The star map tracks your voyage from the Pleiades to the Forever Star in the proximity of the Zootopan Armada. Use left-click to open the star map from the hologram on the bridge. I see you with the FTL influence. Our destination is the Forever Star. Our course is up to you. We can plot a jump to any star system within jump range. The Zootopan Armada is stationary over Pleiades for now. I'll report any movement. Your starship has a Jumplight core that can release Jumplight in order to transport the ship vast distances. Jumplight must be captured before each jump. The more Jumplight your Jumplight core can hold, the further you can jump. I see. The Jumplight core releases all excess Jumplight when performing a jump. So our range is 40, but we'll go to 0 as soon as we move. Well, take me to Briareus then. I don't practice Briareus. I don't got no crystal ball. Oh, never mind. I have insufficient jump light anyway. All I can do is get to Sacaeus with the Rocky Moons. I will target a star for my next jump, please. That is my current system. I can't move. I have insufficient jump light. Target for jump. Okay. We need to find a way to harvest some jump light. Scientists commence jump light calibration. You gave the jump light to Beneki? Our fate now depends on jump light. Are our calibrators still intact? One jump light calibrator was lost when our engine room took a hit. The other is intact, but it ain't working. Do you mind taking a look? It beats me. Objects must be activated in order to function. Objects go offline if they sustain too much damage or lose access to the power or water they need. Use left-click to select your jump light calibrator. Navigate to actions and click activate. Okay, which I see a lot of regulators mount up. Where's my calibrator though? It's right here. That's my star map. Never mind. Jump light regulator, regulator. Calibrator requires an operator. Please put it in an active state. Literally all you needed was the button, brother. With the jump light calibrator online, our scientists should be able to calibrate jump light. Survey data indicates a salvage opportunity nearby, Captain. Permission to launch an away mission? Granted. Make sure you search for any sign of survivors. Away missions allow spacecraft to perform critical tasks off-ship. These are your primary methods of recovering resources and survivors, but they may be used to perform recon or defensive air patrols. Use left-click to select a shuttle and apply crew to it. Okay, let's use a Celesto-class shuttle. Crew seat number 1. I'm going to send a Marine down, Devon, plus 5% success chance. I'm going to send, how about an An engineer, Flannery, plus 5% spacecraft resilience. Seems like a success to me. I'm going to send down this fine-looking individual right here, plus 5% crew resilience. And I'm going to send down... You know what? Oh, it's already full. Never mind. Be careful with that shuttle crew. Look after yourselves, too. But who's going to haul the resources back? We didn't send a hauler. Salvage opportunities yield advanced resources that are difficult to produce aboard your starship. Plastic, composite, ammunition, and metagel. You can pilfer these from completely innocent planets by clicking on the Away Missions. View local missions. We can deploy a starfighter to intercept incoming threats, or we can salvage with a 60% chance of success. What have I done? What have I done? Manage missions. Give me salvage opportunity, please. 60% chance. 3 minutes. Send me. Send this one. I like a little XCOM style animation like that. Okay, we got another one. 85%. I mean, while we're here, why not just like have them intercept as well? You're on a mission already? Okay, well, Jax, just go out here. I'm going to assign you to seat number 1. I'm going to launch you up. No big deal. Okay, close me up. Wait for your crew to board the spacecraft. Away missions take time to complete. Why not take this time to familiarize yourself with your crew? All right. By the way, I should mention, while we're here, this is a sponsored segment, ! Jumplight. Check it out for yourself. It comes out in early access on the 21st. It is, we're knee deep in the tutorial right now. It is a colony/spaceship simulator. Elements of Prison Architect. You build your own spaceship. You put the rooms where you want them. I place the things where I want them. You watch 15 episodes, leave a comment on every single one. Can you please move your power box 2 tiles over? All of your workers have to walk 16 extra tiles just to get to the power box. It's such a glaring inefficiency. I've been leaving this message forever. Well, you can check it out for yourself on the 21st. You can also, at present, add it to your wish list. ! Jumplight for the relevant information. And thank you again for the sponsorship. Okay, hang on. I'm in my speeding up time era. No missed interceptions on record. That's good, I think. No news is good news. Oh, now you got to go to the bathroom, though. I see. View spacecraft. It was a mission success. Congratulations to our Valora-class fighter. Spacecraft returning. The mission was a success. Beautiful. We've recovered a load of composite, Captain. Very useful and very valuable. No survivors, but I'll continue to monitor for distress beacons. Understood. Be ready to mobilize for search and rescue if we detect any. Okay. Our salvage opportunity has returned. The crew are presently disembarking. They're taking their sweet time with it. I will say, though, they're taking their sweet time. I get that this is like when you get off the airplane, you got to wait for them to taxi you to the jetway, and then you got to wait for like the clearance to open the cabin door. And oh, it's because you're paused. Jumplight calibration is still underway, Captain. Like you always said, it can't be rushed. Jumplight must be calibrated in order to perform a jump. Scientists calibrate Jumplight using the Jumplight calibrators in the engine room. Okay, that's fine. We got to calibrate enough Jumplight to jump. At present, if you'll allow me to take a look at my Jumplight calibrator. How are you doing? Requires an operator. You presently have an operator. Operators must complete Unit 9 Advanced Jump Space Telemetry at Pleiades U. Okay, that's a problem because the planet exploded, I think. So we need to fill this up. So you know what I'm going to do? I mean, we're working on a celestial time scale here. I'm going to speed up time. Awkward. We need 18 Jumplight. We presently have 13 Jumplight. We presently have 14 Jumplight. It's not taking that long. in the whole scheme of things. You're generating like 3 jump light an hour. How much jump light are you generating right now? I'm at a fat goose egg, quite frankly. I mean, I don't have this thing in my house. Most streamers have something that looks like this. I do not have anything that looks like this, but we just need one more. There you go. Jump light drive standing by, Captain. On your mark. One more thing I have to do. Open a channel on all frequencies. Pull my finger. This is Princess Euphora. Our fleet fought bravely and lost. Do not attempt to return home. There's nothing left except hope. All vessels set course and follow me to the Forever Star. Sigh. Okay, let's go. Me when I make a joke and nobody plus twos it. A jump is initiated from the bridge by interacting with the jump lever. Once you've calibrated enough jump light, hold left click on the jump lever to initiate a jump. Can I tell you, my whole life, all I've ever wanted to do was pull on a big lever like this. I finally had the opportunity at Champions of Fire 1 in Las Vegas. There was a little, it was like a game show style red semicircle with a cylindrical pole and then a big red ball on the top of it that you could pull. I'm just going to tell you, get a new dream. I expected it to be industrial. I expected it to be heavy. I pulled on it. It required a cockroach's level of musculature in order to generate the pull. There was no like ka-chunk. I didn't feel the force feedback of like a spinning wheel or something like that. It was a bad lever, and I may never get another opportunity.
Closer, shall we? Punch it. Jumping in T-5.
You know what this aesthetic is?
4, 3,
This is Planet of the Base aesthetic.
1.
This is like when Deep Impact and Armageddon came out within a month of each other. Planet of the Base and Jumplight Odyssey early access. What's the phenomenon called again? I can't remember. Life, it never die. Women are my favorite guy. I'm wanting more. They should be telling the world to stop the war, though. That's one thing they're right about for sure. Nice speech, Captain, but we're not the only ones who heard it. Zootopan Armada mobilizing. You have now learned the fundamentals of starship captaincy. From here on, your officers will provide guidance. Use left click on any officer with a speech bubble over their head. Is this like SimCity 2000, where the dude keeps telling me like I gotta build hospitals instead of police stations? And I'm like, listen, buddy, I'm the mayor for a reason. I spent $19.99 on this CD-ROM at the EB Games. You're nothing. All content and systems are now unlocked. Okay, consult an officer for advice. Your officers give advice at the bottom of the screen. Okay, we're being attacked. I would like to talk to my military advisor. We must prepare for a combat engagement with the Zootopan Armada. If they catch you, a battle will commence. There can be no victory against them, but you can defend your starship to buy yourself time. I'll see to it. Okay, we need to increase our ammunition stores. My 2 cents is that to increase our ammunition stores, why don't you take me down to the lower deck where we got a lot of empty space? And then, let me speak to you once more. Never mind, you already, okay. Tell the world, stop the war. We're on the lower deck. Look at all this open space we got here. It looks like a Costco loading bay. We need ammunition stores. In order to get ammunition stores, here's what we're going to do. We're going to enter build mode. We're going to create new room. And we're going to look at these. Corridor, crew quarters, washroom, galley, cargo hold, regents chambers. Well, my own bedroom is relatively low priority right now, I'm going to say. Manufacturing, produces ammunition. Worked by engineers. Yeah, what do you need? Chief Engineer Dexus. Power station, greenhouse, waterworks. You watching Lady Bird. Security hub and medical bay. Contains facilities to unlock shipwide defensive measures. We need manufacturing. And we're going to place it. We're going to leave the hallways open for now. We're going to make a 3x3 Well, actually, that room looks like it's like 6 by 6. We're going to make a 3 by 5 manufacturing bay. And we're going to say that's a confirmation. Captain? Whoops, what have I done? Cancel that? Cancel that? Hey, whoa, 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 what have I done? I just blew a hole in the wall, man. Okay, cancel me. They're like, it's got no oxygen, it's got no power. Brother, we got bigger problems. Deconstruct this room. I've made a mistake, okay? Cancel this bad boy. Create a new room. We're going to make a manufacturing room. Listen, they didn't get factories right on the first day. You think when they were making shields in ancient Rome, they got the perfect setup the first try? No, they probably had to hit Control-Z a little bit. Why don't you put a door here? Well, I don't really want to delete anything. That seems great to me. Do me a favor and put a door right there instead. Let's put it here. And then I would also love to have a power switch. And just me personally, I like breathing oxygen. So if you could just put one of those down, that would be fantastic. Then, what does ammunition require? Let's see. Automation, complex synthesis. Let's not worry about that yet. A refrigerator, a plastic fabricator. I feel like you would want to convert material into metal and then convert metal and plastic into ammunition. So maybe we need, just taking a shot at this one, you need to convert material into metal. Oh, it's so large though. Holy cow, man. I didn't expect that. Hey, Caffey Cat, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Much appreciated. This is our plastic creator. No, this is our metal creator. This is our plastic creator. I can't place it, though. Oh, because it was too close to the wall. My mistake. Well, we're probably going to need a bigger room. And I have to imagine it's going to get mighty hot in here. But at least this could be like this could be our primary manufactory. And then maybe you're like, oh, look at this, totally fine. I'm a genius. This is a tiny boy. And then, how about a storage rack? We want to keep the space as clear as possible. I don't know if maybe that's a little overkill, but look, am I crazy or did I just build a bullet factory with only 5 clicks? I think I'm a genius. I would like to confirm it's going to require 113 materials. It's going to require 20 circles. And I'm not honestly a high enough pay grade to know what this material is, but I'm just going to hope they gave it to us for the tutorial. Confirm me. Construction confirmed. 1 crew are exhausted. They have minus 30% maximum health. Me, when my daughter asks me to play Santa Claus. Oh, I've now I've done it. That might be a save and reload situation. He got unexhausted. Me when I finished sleeping. I was going to say me when my daughter asked me to play Santa Claus and I deliver her some presents that she already has. And then as soon as I deliver the presents, she says play again. And I'm like, we didn't even reach a resolution on the first play and we're going straight back to the well. Okay, I'm gonna save. Odyssey has been saved, and I'm going to load my previous save. This is called save scumming. It's a hot topic right now as a result of Baldur's Gate 3's prodigious release. What are my thoughts on save scumming? My thoughts on save scumming is, brother, you're 37 years old. You shouldn't be getting into arguments online about how you play with digital toys. You're really going to get in an argument with somebody about, oh, your Baldur's Gate playthrough is like less valid than mine because I never reloaded. I'm playing on Iron Man, you're not playing on Iron Man. Who cares? Like, it's a toy. It's a toy. I don't mean that in a derogatory fashion. I'm just saying, like, life's too short, man. Okay, I'm going to speed this up. I would want to be one of the people wheeling materials around. I don't want to put the materials in the relevant spot. I'm happy to use a hand truck. Although I will say, isn't there a little bit... Listen, I'm not trying to be a hater. I've never been in outer space and hopefully never will. What do you mean hopeful, NL? Don't you want to go engage in space tourism? No. I only in the last decade did I figure out how not to be scared on an airplane. I'm not cut out for outer space, quite frankly. But do you really need a hand truck in zero gravity? Can't you just push the objects in the direction of where you need to go and it's exact? You don't need the hand truck, right? Inertia still exists, you have to stop. Well, that's what the walls are for. I think. You still need force to move them. Yeah, but like that's why you eat your Wheaties, you know? Some of the rooms have gravity. Oh yeah, I guess they do have a hallway there. Lord, let there be light. There was light. The game is not muted. We're just like, I mean, all you'd hear down here if we went to regular speed is like... You know what's crazy? You ever think about like how annoying it is when you get stuck behind like an industrial truck when you're driving? But then think about the fact that like everything that you take for granted in this life was basically delivered at some point by an industrial truck. And I'm not talking about like a transportation, like an 18-wheeler delivering food to the grocery store or whatever. I'm talking about like a big old cement mixer or something like that, or a truck that's hauling gravel or rocks and stuff like that around. Every time I got stuck behind one yesterday and I was like, I'm going to be late. And then I thought to myself, I've got stones in my yard. I've got stone steps. I've got stone materials like in my house. I should be pulling the truck driver over and giving him a handshake. I said a handshake, by the way, a handshake. I reframed my negativity as positivity so that I didn't lose my mind. Okay, everything's built. But someone did say you need a 2D printer in that room to build ammo. Is this not a 2D printer? That's an ammunition factory. Hang on. Put me back into build mode. And then on this manufacturing room, add new object. 2D printer? 2D printer? 2D printer unlocks construction planning. Okay. Unlocks dependent objects and keeps them operable. I know what some of those words mean. Bro, come. Yes! It works. It works, right? It works. I'll just wedge this bad boy in the corner over here. It's true, you do need a printer to be able to complete work. Me, when my bank asks me if I want a receipt at the ATM, and then when I say yes, please, it says, do you hate the environment? And I say no, but please just give me my receipt. And then anytime I like want to deposit a $20 bill in my checking account, they ask me to sign 18 different pieces of paper that they then store in an incredibly large filing cabinet somewhere deep within the bowels of the city, just in case at some point I go, hey, I didn't get those $50. And they go, oh, really? Look at this slip of paper that you signed confirming that you did give us the $50. Zootopen threat imminent. I haven't built my ammunition factory yet. Captain, the Zootopens are... They're closing in fast, man. Help me! Help me! Captain, we have debris that can be recycled. Use build mode to recycle debris into material. Okay, I'll track that objective as well, please. But then also, first I'm going to need you to track this objective, okay? And then you remind me later on this debris stuff, okay? Don't. At the very least, literally just jump away. That's a good point. Okay, well, hang on. Take me to the star map. Any shot I can get to Briareus? Yes. I'll target for jump then. Okay, you guys are really smart. I will hit my jump lever.
Initiate Jumplight drive.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I would have tried to fight them, which is not probably the smartest idea.
3, 2, 1.
They're not joking. We do have a lot of debris. I should have prioritized that. But it's just like in Factorio, Rimworld, oxygen not included. I wish to... Well, you know what? Let's... Hang on. We haven't taken advantage of like all the systems in the game here. There's nothing as satisfying as building like a basic machine. A machine that like takes 2 inputs and produces 1 advanced output is like... There's something deeply satisfying in the human brain about planning that and then actually causing it to come through to fruition. But this is not built yet, right? Our 2D printer has not been completed. So in advance of that, let's do a couple of things. Let's interface with the systems of the game. For example, our away missions will be a little slower, but we might as well go on a mission. We might as well go on an away mission. Seats 3 crew. Please do. You can just auto-assign. That doesn't bother me. It's already full. I'm okay with... You could stay there if you want. I got nothing against it. I was just thinking maybe it's more reasonable long-term, more sustainable to just auto-do it, but that's fine. Why don't you view some local missions and... Why don't you do 95%? Holy cow. You can get some survivors. You can extract some resources. Why don't you give me resource extraction, which takes 6 minutes? And then on this one, can I get a little crew auto-assign on the Celesto auto class? You don't need to auto-assign. That's fine. I'll send you out here. Crew resilience. Go for it. Maybe I could just do it this way. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Auto-assign. We got Tego, Igo, and Tal. But all of them have A's in their name. I think you're prepared. Please do a resource extraction mission with this crew. Launch it. Please do. Tygo is too old. Listen, you don't know what you're talking about, for one. Returns requires... Oh, you got to do the survey to see what you're going to get. You don't understand. He's not old. They all left at the same age, but when they visited this planet, every minute that they spent on the planet was the equivalent of 1 year spent in outer space due to the proximity to the enormous black hole. Some of you have not seen Oppenheimer yet. By the way, League of Geeks, I need your help. If I make the decision to jump while my crew members are away on an expedition, that's like a cancel Christmas type situation, right? They will die horribly. See, if it was me, it wouldn't go down like that, because I would simply put on the garb of the Zootopin fleet, and I would be like, hey, we were here on a reconnaissance mission, but then Princess Captain got away from us. And they would be like, all right, come back on the ship for debriefing. And I would be like, I would just live my life as a Zootopin double agent from that point on. Okay, now having done that, hang on, we should be pausing, because also I wanted to take the opportunity to enter my build menu and clean some debris. Now, how you doing down here? It's not quite built yet. That's fine. Do me a favor and clean debris. Yes, please. I'm going to figure this one out for myself. Clear debris. Can I just click? Is it a click and drag situation? Clear debris. Shrubbery? Is shrubbery not debris? Maybe the shrubbery is, that's generating all the oxygen for the ship right now. You got to hit confirm. Confirm it? I'm not cut out to play video games, man. We all know this. I click clear debris. Oh, confirm hold. In this whole room? Oh, I see. All right, I got it. It's a different confirmation. I was looking at a different confirm. Similarly, right here, build menu. Right here, clear debris, confirm. That took a second that time. He's on a new level. Now look at this hallway. I know you're going to say the same thing. Look at this corridor. Clear debris. Confirm. Holy cow. A new world record. I'm not going to worry about like random debris. Now I'm going to worry about building this 2D printer, which unlocks construction planning in this room. Now we need 3 bricks. That's no problem. We got 21. We need 4 circles. That's no problem. We got 167. They're only awaiting this, and we got 15 of those. Do we have no haulers? Excuse me, where's my hauler? Is it you? Misha, Zandy, Navet. You guys are all coming down here to clean debris. Let me click on you for a moment, okay? Let me open my manifest. What are my haulers doing? I should have enough haulers. Okay, you're like actually, they're all like asleep or exhausted or away on missions. No. Like, Kearney, what are you doing? What do you do? Prioritize me. This is it's the most important thing still happening on the ship right now, except for all those people that are out on missions right now. I would like to prioritize, please. I'm sending out an urgent at everyone in the work Slack. Please deliver 1 amulet from the movie Tomb Raider. See, look, he's even walking in here. He's like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. He's like, I don't know how to activate this stuff. Look, as we said, the power switch is still in the red. Brother, you need to bring me a single amulet. Even in the future in outer space, an Epson inkjet is still the hardest piece of machinery to logistically manage. Maybe our spacecraft, our away parties could find some bubble jet cartridges for us. Printers are magic. It's crazy. A 2D printer doesn't seem that complicated to me. Caveat, there's no shot that I would be able to invent one. You'd have to be the world's smartest person to invent one, from scratch. But the craziest invention in Earth to me, without a doubt, and we take it for granted these days, is a camera. Like the fact that you can use an electronic device to capture an image of what the world looks like in a moment in time is still kind of mind-blowing to me. It's not a germ a bit. Maybe we both just appreciate, science a little bit at least. For me, it's running hot water. Well, like water, though, it makes sense to me. I'm saying it would be hard to intubate an entire city with the kinds of pipes that could deliver from a central reservoir to everybody's tap and every tap in everybody's house. But a camera makes way less sense to me. Because when you are looking at something, you're it's not like you're just taking the information. Well, I guess it is. You're taking the information from one source and applying it, like piping it through to another source, much like water. But for water, all you need is a pipe and like some pressure, right? For a camera, I don't even understand to this day how it works. Like, what is the data type when you take a picture of, don't say JPEG, okay? But when you take a picture of something, how does the camera know what it looks like? Light? I mean, that's crazy. That doesn't make sense to me. I've accepted at this point in my life this 2D printer is not going to be completed. I think that my next course of action is to take you. Sir? I mean, I see you hauling stuff right now. Andy the scientist? Guess what? You're no longer a scientist. You have now been moved to the supply division. Now, your job should be to take one composite, and you should take the composite down to, not here, although I'm happy that you're making Jumplight. How we doing on, we got 17 Jumplight. That's enough to escape if we have to. I need you to build this 2D printer. They got everything they need. Do you have any in your stockpile? I must, right? Because I've got 15 somewhere. But you know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe we could build another stockpile. No, they got composite in the stock. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Uba, what are you doing? What are you taking here? What is this? Uba, what are you hauling? What's the supply officer doing, and is the spot reachable? You know what? You might have me on that one. Give me a second. Because I did place, like, as the developers, what's your verdict here? Would you describe this as a reachable location? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a little serpentine. Perhaps what we could do, let me demonstrate the interface here. We could enter the build menu and then select this room, and then we could adjust the room size so easily. Thusly, we could just, we'll add on a new expansion here and confirm it. And then, I'll tell you what, I'm even going to add an extra door over here, just in case. Now, it might not be the most elegant looking solution, but we're going to send it either way. You have 30 ammunition. We're going to make it work. We're going to complete one objective, okay? I promise you that. What's up with this guy? JD534 Genius Robot? He was constructed as a genius robot. He can construct and repair. Why would you burden a robot with genius just to make it a constructor? Now, I'm not trying to insult a construction worker. It's typically, we don't use the phrase genius when you're the one putting up the walls, okay? Hang on. The person inventing the walls, maybe, but genius is just the brand? Oh, so it's an Apple product. One must imagine the robot happy. Hang on, I made a mistake. Before we get killed by the Zootopan army, we must enter the build mode. We must, on this room, attach a door. Thusly. And then, no missions are away right now. So, confirm your plans and pray they don't get altered further. View your star map. I will target a jump to... I have insufficient jump light to make it to Salazar. Hang on, hang on. Extraction teams have a 30% risk of returning feverish. Me when I... Let's not even go there anyway. You know what? We're past it. Yes, I would like to set my course. We need 25. We're going to make it. We got nothing to worry about, okay? We're going to make it. Ready to jump, Captain. Okay, if you're ready to jump, then don't let me stop you from quoting the best Pointer Sisters song. Oh, you mean I'm so excited? If I was talking about I'm so excited, I would tell you that I'm so excited. I'm talking about jump, open parentheses, for my love. You know that one? Everybody knows I'm so excited. Everybody knows we are family. You don't hear that many people talking about jump for my love. You never close the parentheses? I know. I'm a doctor too. Oh, please. This is the moment of truth here. Please tell me these are components. Radia. What are you're hauling? Even the scientists are hauling these days. Everybody wants to help. Oh! No! Okay. I'm with Fallen Flame on this one. I hate to do it. I think that we must... And this happens. Wait a minute, but it looks... No, that's not built. It's our preamble. Don't deconstruct room, but this object here, maybe we could just like move it and that could reinstantiate the orders. In high school, I took LSD and listened to Van Halen's Jump for like 3 hours straight. I don't know if you could torture that information out of me, quite frankly. I mean, are you okay? Your blood levels appear to be dipping to 0. One crew is dehydrated. What are you going to do? Go to the oxygen generator and drink some pure water? As far as Van Halen songs go, I mean, Jump's probably not the worst, but 3 hours of Jump is kind of crazy. Okay, I'm going to speed up time. We are coming close to the end of this segment here. I would just love to... I mean, the fact they're building the door is fantastic, don't get me wrong. And the devs who are in chat, they said early access. You don't got to feel bad about that. This is something... You'll have this problem in games that have been out of early access, and then you'll Google like that you have a problem, and then you'll get a Steam forum post with like 1,100 replies that is like, oh yeah, you just got to save and reload. It happens all the time. And those games are good too. You know, these are just complex systems that are all working. You got 40 individuals that on our ship that are all doing stuff indicated, but look, we made it work. All we needed was a second door, and then sometimes you just gotta, get a new frame of reference for looking at things, okay? Look at that. We got a 2D printer. Now, having a 2D printer, this has unlocked construction planning in this room. I'm a smart fellow. Where's my construction planning? We got somebody operating the damn Canon inkjet. I would like to... Do I have to set a process for this room? What's wrong with this guy? One crew is isolated. They're suffering morale loss. There's a loneliness epidemic, brother. Get in line. You're in outer space. It's active. Requires 2 power. Spare cartridges are in the supply cabinet. It unlocks dependent objects and keeps them operable. PC load letter? What the frick does that mean? Metal extractor, lacking input resource. You don't have enough rocks. Just give it we literally just got the factory going, okay? Are you activated? You're activated. You know what the thing is? Nobody wants to be a hauler. We've entered a post-scarcity society. Everybody wants to be a scientist. Everybody wants to be the captain. Everybody wants to be the engineer. Nobody wants to just take a hand truck and move, materials into the metal fabricator anymore. I get it. Why would you when it doesn't come with a pension anymore? Why would it when they busted the damn union? But at the same time, we're running away from the Zootopian army right here. Hey, yo, Aaron, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Well, I think this is an optimal time to put a pin in it for now. This is Jumplight Odyssey. Again, thank you to League of Geeks for the sponsorship. I have success. A lot of people didn't think they would see this coming, okay? I have successfully evaded oblivion for 60 minutes. I've gotten a little preview of what you can expect from Jumplight Odyssey Early Access, which is coming out on the 21st. You can hear that printer going in the background. You can hear it going in the background. If you like what you saw, if you like Rimworld, if you like Oxygen Not Included, if you like Prison Architect, if you like games like Satisfactory, where you basically turn an empty space into a machine unified for one principle. And the principle in this case is survival, but then there's, this is our manufacturing wing. This is our storage wing. Maybe we could tweak this hallway to be 2 tiles wide so people aren't constantly running into each other over here. If you enjoy that and you like what you saw, go check it out. Comes out the 21st. You can pick it up for yourself. You can add it to your wish list right now so you don't forget, ! Jumplight. Go check it out for yourself, and thank you to League of Geeks for the sponsorship. I will return and check this out more. Because the real meat and potatoes of a colony simulator is not when things are going right. It's when something goes wrong. It's when in Rimworld, you're like, I may never have anything bad happen to me, and then all of a sudden Randy says, guess what? You've got mantises in your mountain. And then you're like, I can't kill them. All I've got is a bronze pila. So right now, everyone's happy. One person's isolated. One person out of like 75 crew members is isolated. That's a pretty good track record. But soon, I don't know, it's all going to fall apart probably. And I'm going to say that it's probably all going to fall apart because of this thing. Because, no matter how much things change, they stay the same. That's slash marker. Jumplight Odyssey. Also, before I hit the slash marker button, the art is incredible. The aesthetics, incredible. And I don't say that lightly for 2 reasons. One of which is that I feel like a lot of games have art that I don't find that inspiring. And then the other reason is because I don't see art that well with my eyes. I'm like a function guy. I'm a function Andy. So whenever people like insult the Slay the Spire art, I'm like, what are you talking about? There is no art in Slay the Spire. It's all numbers. It's literally just numbers that hit your prefrontal cortex, and then it outputs a behavior. There are no graphics.